SoundOff, Louisiana's premier television sports talk show, welcomes you to the round table of sports debate with the three wise guys. SoundOff begins now.
We have McNeese winning their first game in about a year and a half. We have LSU losing another season opening game under Brian Kelly. We have the Saints prepping for the NFL season beginning this weekend. And we got some unexpectedly close games in college football, and we have our man freaking out here. We've got a loaded show on SoundOff, gents, this week. Of course, the show coming to you from, look over, ESPN Bets now. ESPN Bets at
the Bird.
All right, Cowboys and Jags coming up. We're going to go there. But first, first up, 27-20 final in Las Vegas. LSU losing to Southern Cal. I told you the Trojans can have some good players on their end, on their side.
You know they do give scholarships too.
It's Southern California. All
can
right,
we start? Can we?
Well, it's Kelly's third season opening loss. I forgot. This is their fifth season opening loss. I mean, it's going back into Orgeron years.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to make a quick statement.
They haven't won a
season
season opener since the national championship.
Exactly.
I'm going to let you have the floor for a while, but Trojans won the game.
I have to agree with you, Rick.
Not necessarily LSU lost it. The Trojans won the game. The floor is yours.
I'll give you that, but it was a.
Let me get out. Let me
I'll
get
never
going.
get a word.
No. He's on his meds. He's on his meds.
No, he is.
Ness, I've got to say, totally was surprised with his play. Being honest.
Nussmeier.
Now, Moss outplayed him. Call it how you see it. He outplayed him.
Both quarterbacks.
The thing that really got to me, guys, was that in the beginning, man, LSU was like, this is going to get over quick. Lacey, the offensive coordinator needs to get his brain checked. Okay?
Lacey needs to get his brain checked too.
Give him that. That's an incident that you take care after the game. If you know the story, the guy that he did that to was a guy that he knew from Edna Card. They were somewhat teammates over the years.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. What he did was stupid, granted. But the thing is this. Did you hold that against that kid in the second half when he came out after half? Yeah. Anyway, Rick, Kyron Lacey had 7 picks right at 100 yards. 7 receptions right at 100 yards. The second half, what are you doing? You got USC defensive backs playing 8 to 10 yards. Rick, you can throw an out route. You got a first down.
Okay, you had the floor.
God.
Is he correct in his putting all the emphasis on the offensive side? I don't think so, but go ahead.
I can finish and tell you why.
There's other things.
I can tell you why.
Kevin's talking not as an ex-player, but it's just a fan. If you lose, it was the play calling. I didn't have a huge, what I heard more than that, well, they got this great offensive line. Why didn't they run the ball? Well, they had the box stacked.
They did.
It would have been tough to run. Yeah. And they ran a little bit more in the second half. Yeah. Let's talk about postgame.
Okay, we don't want to go there already.
Kelly's rant?
Okay.
Think of what now?
The postgame.
Kelly's rant. Fist
Totally
banging the table.
non-passionate. That's me. It didn't. I didn't. Let me tell you something,
was it appropriate
guys.
or not? As a former player, did you have a problem calling out?
Let me get you right here. This thing is gonna freak you and Scooter out. In the game and start the game the way you ended it. Start the game the way you ended it. You hear what I'm saying?
What do you mean? You got it
I
backwards.
knew. No. If you got that much enthusiasm and fire after the game, damn it, where is it before the game?
Oh, well, I mean that you don't.
Okay,
know.
Rick.
You can't be somebody you're not.
Rick, let's be. But that's my point. Why you did it then?
Because I thought it was quite impassioned. I didn't have a problem with. I'm going to fake it now. I'm not doing it. I didn't have a problem with him slamming the table. I didn't have one problem with what he said.
Rick, let me tell you something.
He called himself out, Kevin. He said, I got to do a better job.
He called himself out after saying all the mistakes that his players couldn't do. Hell, you were the coach. Why they not being coached right?
I didn't hear it that way.
He made mistakes about not being consistent, about not finishing. Hell, you were the coach.
Yeah.
Well, he called the players out to a degree, and they needed it.
And that wasn't.
I think so too.
There were a lot of dumb penalty.
I agree,
Dumb.
Scooter.
Dumb.
I agree totally, Scooter.
Although I still hadn't figured out what is the rule. You can't,
Yeah.
a defensive line can't shift
That is
anymore.
crazy.
Rule is
But
crazy.
the second
I know.
time you don't call it, that's crazy.
Every rule
that's
change
crazy.
favors the offense.
That's crazy, man.
I know, but
Look,
it's a new rule.
Rick,
research
yeah,
that.
but did they interpret it right? I watched
Obviously,
that.
Kelly didn't
over
think
and
so.
over.
Scooter, you're right.
Yeah.
Scooter, you can make shifts. They said it antagonized or it pulled the
Yeah,
offense.
makes
up.
the
That's
offense.
crazy,
Look,
Rick.
Bottom line, I think Kelly was right on this point. He got outcoached. I agree. He got outcoached.
Yes, he got out.
Lincoln Riley
and
had
I'm gonna
his
tell you why too.
2 trips, 3 trips in the red zone, and you only come away with 6
Yeah,
points.
well, and he said that. He said that's
Rick,
unacceptable.
You lose games. Like
Rick,
Yeah.
in your playbook, you mean to tell me you don't have a play to get a damn first down 1 yard?
I didn't
Rick,
agree
you mean
with
to tell
4th
me
and
you
goal
don't
at the
have a
3,
play,
guys.
Rick,
I said get
in
the
your
field goal.
playbook
I didn't agree
to
with
get
that.
1 yard.
I
You don't
flip
have a
a
play, Rick?
coin on it. It's
That's
the first
crazy,
drive of the game.
Rick, that's crazy. And Rick, when it goes back a little bit
I
further,
can
Rick,
see I'm not going to get to talk.
you
Jump
got
in, bud.
7 guys to 8 guys on the line. Rick, this is a mismatch for any coach. You put that in front of Lane Kiffin, he'll kill you every day. You got to have a check down, Rick, for your quarterback to take advantage of that.
Maybe Nussmeier didn't. Maybe Nussmeier should have checked it down himself.
Hell,
and
you
changed
know
it.
what? If he don't see it, damn it, he's talking in his ear anyway. Tell him.
No, not during the play. They shut the mic off, Kevin. They
Look,
shut the
man.
speakers off
15
15
Look,
seconds.
look, guys. He did that twice. Guys, that
did.
could have resulted in first downs both of those times.
But you know, Hobbs is right.
You got to look at it, though. I'm sorry.
Dumb
I'm
penalty.
sorry.
Let me ask you, the dumb penalties I thought were the difference in the game. 99 yard, 10 penalties, I think, 99
Might have been
yards.
11.
But
It's just
Kevin, pull that game out. Would you be talking about how bad Kelly got out coached?
I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Okay.
I would say the play calling. Scooter, it's not, you can't hide it anymore. I'm sorry. We are not Notre Dame. I mean, this is the SEC. You got to throw the ball until they stop you. I'm sorry.
They threw 39
You
times.
missing the point.
did.
And how much did USC throw? How much
lot.
did USC throw? A lot more.
36.
And why is that? Scooter?
36.
And who won the game? And who won the game?
well,
Maybe
You don't have to
LSU
answer
should
that,
have
do
only
you?
thrown
Huh?
36.
Okay.
give Southern Cal credit. The 2-minute drive was
Yeah, it was
textbook.
good.
Was textbook. Before we go to break, LSU's defense guys, they took a
Oh, I've
major
got a lot
step
to say
forward.
about that. I'm
took
not.
a
If
major
anybody
step
say
forward.
anything bad about my defense, I'll slap you.
I thought
Well,
they
would
did.
say
I'll
if
slap you.
you had said 27 points going into the game,
20
you'd have
points?
taken it.
Here I go.
27.
Here I go.
20 points.
All your favorite items, all your favorite teams, live sports, and all can be found at the Max Bar and Grill at the National Golf Club in Westlake. Steaks, burgers, po' boys, pasta, gourmet sandwiches, and of course seafood gumbo. It's always right time for gumbo. Open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner, and weekend brunches as well at the Max in Westlake.
It is both. It is both. It is both. It is both. It's both.
Hey, thanks for the backup.
What are you doing with the Johnson sofa?
They had a pipe break. Water leaked all over.
Really?
I'm a roto-rooter plumber.
Really?
We do water cleanup too.
Really?
Yeah.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
SoundOff presented to you by locally owned and operated Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana. John and Therese Barker, they've got a lineup of expert plumbers that do that kind of work, and also water cleanup too if you got a job like that. Also presented by J&J Exterminating. Locally owned and operated, these guys know how to protect your home and business from termites and pest control. It's important when you live in a rainforest like we do in Southwest Louisiana.
It is
That's
important.
J&J Exterminating.
Great
All
guys.
right, LSU's defense I thought took major strides. I didn't think
Major.
the offense did, even though it's tough coming off the Jaden Daniels era in the league.
Well,
There's always going to be that comparison.
the offense moved the ball, but didn't come through in a lot of clutch situations.
Clutch situations.
Kind of the same with the defense. The defense, I thought, looked a
Yes,
lot better.
I agree.
I have to always remind you, the other team gives scholarships too. But in USC had a lot of yards passing, but as opposed to last year, it took really good throws or really good, great catches.
The catch.
Which is,
Hudson,
which
the
happened.
catch.
And y'all may not like it.
You didn't see people just running wide open.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I agree, Scooter. The only
there's
thing that bothered me that they're going to have to get better at is the underneath route. The tight end had too many catches. That's the linebackers. That's not, let me be clear on that. That is not the secondary. That's the linebackers underneath coverage. That they did not cover that tight end the way they should have.
I didn't slice and dice
That's not
watching
the
it.
DBs.
I didn't think Harold Perkins had enough impact plays.
I didn't
Stop
notice
moving
him
it.
that much.
Yeah, you got to notice. He's an All-American.
Can I
You
say
got to
this,
notice
Rick?
Harold Perkins.
Why the hell are you moving this kid around? Let this kid come off the edge.
They're
Let
not
him
going
be
to do
him.
it. Not gonna
Let
do
him be
it.
him, Rick, okay?
No, that's not going to happen.
Why do it? He had the most tackles, what, 9 tackles? He led the team in
Impact
tackles.
plays.
Come on, man. Let
Crucial
this kid-
moments, impact plays. All right. No team should apologize for a win. Okay, I believe that.
Yeah.
McNeese 21-7 over Southern. Here's how I describe the game. Patience, testing. And I'm being kind.
You are.
Patience, test. I mean,
I'm going to let Scooter have this one, okay?
Well, you mean I get to talk now?
I'm not going to comment on this one right
they won.
I'm not
Critical
commenting
win.
on this one.
Critical win.
Okay.
I got a lot of people that hear your votes for me.
I thought I was getting to talk here.
Go ahead. I'm being
Settle
quiet.
down.
Woo! Humdinger.
21 points in the fourth quarter. Go ahead. He's quiet. That's about as quiet as you're going to get him.
Go ahead, Scooter.
I hate to say it.
Go ahead.
I was almost more encouraged by their week 1 loss than by breaking the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I'm kind of with you on that.
I wish I'd seen more fire.
Not enough progress from week 1 to week 2 offensively.
Yes.
Defensively, more improvement.
Yeah,
I
the
think.
defense played well.
They won the game for
But
us.
it's
And
fine.
special teams.
Let's
Simple as
be
that.
honest.
Go ahead.
They were kind of lucky to win that game.
Of course they were.
I mean,
Of course they were.
21-7 looks good,
Yeah.
but the first two scoring drives were what, 7 yards and 3 yards?
Yeah. You get a block punt, and you get a
blocked field goal.
I'm sorry, blocked field goal.
and
And a ball going over.
Well, you get credit for the blocked field goal.
Oh, you do.
But that's unforced when you snap it over the punter's head.
It is. You're exactly right. Kudos to the defensive special team. I can't figure out, 2 games in, I'll let you go on this. I can't figure out why Clifton McDowell is not in rhythm already, is not making connections with receivers early. He was benched, second quarter, late first, not good. But okay, sit him down, let him look, let him settle down, put him back in later in the game.
Yeah, I do know Goff made it clear that he is the quarterback.
He's the quarterback. He's got to be the quarterback.
Because Secular didn't do anything either. They have got to be able to throw the ball.
But it's not just a quarterback, it's those receivers too. Where is Curtis DeVille's production? Where are the receivers getting open? Are they separating? Yes, it's on the quarterback too, but
let me say this, Rick.
It's not gelling right
Clifton,
now.
McDowell is not the problem when that comes to that offense.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm going to say this, Scooter. You've got to, first of all, find an offense that's going to complement your quarterback.
Oh, so you're going to change the whole...
No. Just like what LSU did with Nuss.
Yeah.
That's not Jaden Daniels. You changed to complement what he does best. The same with McNeese. Find a system that works for your quarterback. Simple as that, guys. Simple as that.
Okay.
You keep running systems that you can't put the puzzles in that fit.
Everybody wants to throw deep. Everyone wants to stretch the field. You saw the game. You said McDowell may not be the most prolific passer. Then go to quick slants.
Rick,
go to quick slants. If that's all he can do, go to it.
Rick,
love the quick slant.
How can you not know
It
what
scored
your
for you
quarterback
against
does
Darlington.
best? You keep wanting to run a system that you say works. Hell, find the people that makes it work. You haven't yet. You haven't yet. So you know what? Change it
Kevin,
if it doesn't work.
They're not going to get any new players anytime
I understand that,
soon.
Scooter. But as a coaching staff, you got to make changes, Scooter. You have to adjust.
Yeah.
So what do? Stick with what you're doing?
You have to agree, though. Look, Kalen DeBoer did the same thing at Alabama. I know it's early on and against no competition, but he's letting Jalen Milroe run the football. Goff is letting Clifton McDowell run the ball. That's his strength. Then use it.
Oh, you've got to let him run the ball.
You got to let him, and he's doing it. He's doing it.
That is their offense almost.
right now.
That is the
I mean,
offense.
running backs can't hold on to the ball.
That is the
well.
offense.
He's had
That's
his
another
problems.
thing I can't figure out. Joshawn Barbie, why is he not protecting the ball better?
I don't know.
He had one fumble in his 5 games. And there's some things that are just
You
befuddling.
have running
Befuddling
back drills
offensively.
that keep you from doing that. I mean, you practice those day in and day out. I don't know why they're letting the ball go like that, Rick. I don't know why.
Trevante Citizen,
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, where's
Miami
he?
transfer.
I don't know what's going on, man.
Where's the snaps? Where's the production?
Where is it?
Get the man the football.
Where is it, Rick? I mean, what's really going on, Rick?
I don't know.
Maybe not this week. You want to keep him healthy.
Let's not go there.
You really
They got
going to play him
Texas
next
A&M,
week?
He's referring to.
Are you really going to play him next week, Scooter?
Costly penalties,
Yeah.
undisciplined offensive line, costly, just like LSU.
Look.
It was what, 9 or 10 penalties? Another 10, another
10,
double-digit flags in this game? You got to get that under control.
But you know what, Rick? When you talk about LSU and the penalties, you lost by a touchdown. I mean, you lost. Rick, think about it.
Yeah.
You had over 100 yards in penalties, and you lose by a touchdown?
You're talking about
LSU.
Oh, you're back on LSU.
Yeah.
I thought it was all coach.
No, you're right. But Hobbs.
You missed my point. You
But
missed my point.
Hobbs said
that many penalties, and you lose by 7?
Penalties at critical points. You're talking LSU now.
Yeah.
Penalties. Same thing for McNeese. You can't have penalties at critical points.
McNeese, I mean,
Don't
Rick,
apologize. Don't apologize for the win because it's a win.
How do you go to College Station and even?
Well, we're going to get into
outcome
that in Thursday's show. What camera am I looking at? In Thursday's show. All right, they're going to flag us for delay a game. We're coming back in a little bit. Stay right there.
Hey, mister, are you a roto-rooter plumber?
Guilty.
Did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Toilet overflow?
Nope.
Pipe break?
Getting warmer.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
How long can you hold your breath? Is that your real hair? What's the birds and the bees? Do you know where my grandma is?
You know, I don't know.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup.
I love being an adult because bringing a fruit platter to a party takes on a whole new meaning. Don't tell anyone it's store-bought. Simply Spiked. It's getting juicy.
What's bugging you? Is it ants? They're crazy, tiny, irritating pests outside trying to get in. At J&J, we offer weapons to locate, eliminate, and prevent their entering your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Miller Lite tastes great. Let's fill it. Tastes great. Let's fill it. Tastes great. It is both. It is both. It is both. It is both. It's both.
Hey, thanks for the backup.
All right, no shocking upsets amongst ranked teams in college football, even though Florida State lost again. Wow,
Well, that was shocking.
Would you rather be in Tallahassee?
They didn't just lose.
Oh my gosh,
they got crunched.
They were 16.5-point favorites. Notice that over our
Hey,
shoulder.
but if you want to talk about
bets, they know.
upsets,
come on.
How about your Vanderbilt?
Cha-ching! Oh, he's leaving. He's leaving.
Virginia
Virginia Tech.
I watched some of the game. You know we got to play them. You know we got to play them,
That
right?
was no fluke.
Look, 3 SEC teams lose to top 25.
Yeah.
Wait for it. LSU did.
Stop it, Rick.
A&M lost to Notre Dame, and Florida got crushed at home against Miami. Now, the rest of the league, that played, they just,
Look.
Well, Georgia played a good team, but
yeah.
Florida
Tight game for
Florida
a
just
while.
helped Miami quarterback probably move up in the Heisman race, okay?
Cam Ward, remember that guy? Remember, McNeese fans, Cam Ward? He's still playing college football. Was it 6 years ago he came in here and torched McNeese?
He is, Rick.
He's transferred.
Man.
This is his 3rd team,
Wow.
I think.
Wow.
But he's a great
Rick.
player. He might be maybe a late first-round pick.
That game right there moved him up on the Heisman
Oh,
watch.
I know. Cam Ward. All right.
What?
All right, speaking of draft, and let's get to the NFL. All right, the Saints are about, hopefully about to prepare for a season opener this weekend and pick up where they left off. Remember where they left off?
Yeah.
They won 4 of their last 5.
that is hard to remember.
They didn't make the playoffs, but they won 4 of the. This is make or break. 9-8, no playoffs is not gonna.
Why don't you overstate
It's not
the
gonna
obvious?
keep Dennis Allen in the job.
Rick, why is he still there?
Well, we've been talking about that, but now we're talking about look, and this is a good opener because it's Carolina.
It is.
Well,
It
yeah.
is.
They had the worst record.
You're right, Rick.
Yeah, if they can't
At home.
if they can't win this week, they are.
Rick, I know you love.
Might
the
as well
Saints,
go
man.
ahead and fire him.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll dig deeper into the Saints and Panthers on Thursday's show.
We
but
will.
Overall, this is a critical year for Allen. This is a critical year for a lot of those veterans. And they haven't been to the playoffs, guys, since Peyton and Drew Brees
You're
were there in
understating,
20.
Rick.
Yeah.
Come on, this is the New
You're
Orleans
understating
Saints.
the obvious, Rick.
What
when
am
it
I
comes to
understating?
Dennis Allen. Rick, do you expect anything different? I mean, I'm being honest with you, Rick.
I
Do
do
you really
offensively
expect
because of
anything
Clint Kubiak. I do.
Okay.
I do. I'm sorry. I do.
I know you love your Saints,
We'll
Rick.
see. All right.
But
we'll
Well,
see.
you know, if you're
It's gonna
looking,
be the same,
if you're
Rick.
looking for
It's gonna
what
be
they
the
were
same.
doing offensively, preseason's not the time to look at.
You don't
No.
even look at that, Scooter. We don't
No,
even
it's what
judge
they're
that.
doing in practice.
We don't even judge that.
No,
But
it's what they're doing in
Dennis
practice.
Allen, I can't see much of a change as to what he's going to bring for this year, Rick. I can't, Rick. He is who he is, Rick. He's a defensive coordinator, Rick. He's not a head coach.
You could very well be right, and I'm gonna spin back to LSU for a second. Don't blow a gasket. Where's your meds? He says it all the time. I
LSU
say
had
it
this
sometimes.
game won. Can we
Brian
state the
Kelly
obvious,
has
Scooter?
to be who he is.
We had this game won, Scooter.
No, when did you have this game
Oh my!
won?
You really gonna say that? You really gonna
He's
say
saying
that right
it.
now?
He's saying
If
it.
you
had
let
this
me
game
get a word
won.
in, I would.
Scooter, we had this game won in the fourth quarter. We had it won.
You were
we
ahead.
just got to get it.
You were ahead in
I'm
the
stating the
fourth
obvious,
quarter.
Scooter.
It's
If
different.
we score
Man, that's
one
one
out
of
of
the-
those two possessions, Rick, the game is over.
Well, the
24-17.
Nussmeier
24-17,
pass
Rick.
to
The game is
Anderson in
over.
the flat. I don't know what happened on
That
Nussmeier
was
says,
just the kid can't be perfect, man. That was
Can't
just a
be
bad
perfect. I know that. but-
You
bad
expect him
throw.
to be perfect.
No, I don't. I expect what he can give me. He's not Jaden Daniels, and I've accepted that. But this is the thing
But
with
he's good.
Nussmeier.
Hey, man,
This is-
Nussmeier's got a chance to be an NFL quarterback.
He
Oh,
does
no,
on the right team.
Yeah.
On the right team. But this is my thing. You got to look at defensively, guys. USC put Nuss in a box. USC put him in a, and let me say this, guys.
That defense
You
played well.
want plays from a quarterback when something's not there. You want to extend that play. We cannot extend the play, Rick.
I think
We're
he
either
will.
going to throw it away or we're going to
no,
get sacked.
I think he will. I think he
well,
will.
That should have been a game where you could have at least extended the play and got a first down. Can't do it. You got to do that in those moments. That's what made Jaden Daniels so good. When nothing was there, kids, he had these two legs that could get us a first down.
Oh, I know.
I don't expect that from Nuss. I really don't.
Okay.
I don't.
And
But my
Jaden
point is-
Daniels, he was there, but he's not coming back in the game.
No, he
Time
wasn't.
soon, Scooter.
No, he wasn't.
But my thing is, they've got to work on Nuss being able to extend plays to give the offense another chance and stand on the field.
We're gonna have Thursday show. We'll have more about it. Look, bear in mind. I know woe is me. Okay, keep in mind and we'll talk about it on Thursday about everybody wanting to can Kelly. Remember
For what, 60 million?
What?
Come
Remember,
on, man.
The,
For what,
the last
60
2 years,
million?
the last 2 years, he lost the season opener and came back and won 10 games and won the SEC
Yeah,
West
that's true.
and won 2 bowl games. So,
That's
all right,
unacceptable,
let's
Rick.
go back. Let's go.
It's unacceptable.
I know you LSU guys. All right, let's go back to the NFC South. All right. I think Atlanta is the pick. Cousins, Simmons,
gonna be good,
Bates at safety. They got
Atlanta's
the best
gonna be good,
safety
bro.
tandem. And then this Matthew Judau. I mean, edge rusher.
It goes
Am I
to
right?
Atlanta. It goes to Atlanta.
It goes through Atlanta.
Tampa may be
I
second.
would,
Tampa may be
on
second.
paper, yeah, but
Kirk Cousins?
somehow Atlanta will falcon it.
Well, I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
I love that, Scooter.
I think the
I
rest
love
of the
that.
division is fighting for
They will
scraps.
falcon it.
I think the Bucks, and I'm just not very optimistic.
The Bucks are going to be
Let
good.
me state my obvious. This offense, it needs a breakout year from Alvin Kamara. Kamara, 47.
Breakout year.
He needs 1,000 yards rushing.
Okay, but now he
1,000 is time.
didn't have the greatest.
It's time.
But he's had his breakout year. Maybe he needs to return.
That's
to
what I'm saying. A return to a breakout
Yeah,
year
okay.
because he hasn't produced enough
No, he hasn't.
in the last 2 or
He's
3
been
years.
hurt, Rick. He's been hurt.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. All right.
That's the obvious.
Look, when it comes to the NFC South, only one's going to make the playoffs.
The only one.
Only one. And you know why? Because of the NFC North. Packers.
Look.
Bears. Oh.
You don't want to be in that division.
Lions,
Lions.
Tigers, and Bears.
Dude, you don't want to be in
why?
that division. Are you crazy? Who wants
if
to be in that division?
And Minnesota still had J.J. McCarthy.
Who
If
wants
he
to be in
didn't
that? Dude.
They could literally have 3.
Dude.
They could literally have 3. All right. Thursday, it all kicks off. The NFL, not the Saints. They play Sunday in the Dome.
They do.
Chiefs and Ravens
That's a
rematch
big
of the
game.
AFC
That's a big
Championship
game, boy.
game.
That's a big game.
This could be another for another AFC Championship.
It will be.
That's Thursday.
The Ravens are loaded,
in Kansas
man.
City. Going to be a good one. All right, flag out. We got to go to break. We'll be back in about a minute. Stay right there.
There's nothing chill about a hot, sweaty line. Unless you add Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
J&J Exterminating is here for you with our water damage sanitation treatments and wood protective borate treatments. There is no charge for home evaluations. Contact your local J&J Exterminating professional.
Now's the perfect time to enjoy your amazing backyard. Unless you have a mosquito problem, contact the experts at J&J Exterminating and take advantage of $50 off initial service. Make this summer the best ever with J&J Exterminating.
J&J Exterminating. Yeah.
Hey, mister, did you fix what flooded my house?
Sure did.
Busted water heater?
Nailed it.
What's next?
Wrapping up the water cleanup.
You do that too?
We do both.
Fair enough.
Call Roto-Rooter for plumbing and water cleanup. Yeah, we do both.
Locally owned Roto-Rooter of Southwest Louisiana does it all. Plumbing, drain cleaning, and water cleanup. All right, we're back. Not going to talk LSU football for a second anyway. All right. Hey, remember LSU. Remember those two former LSU baseball guys?
Yeah.
Paul Skeens, Dylan Cruz. Remember that interesting little Tiger Pirates and Nationals in Pittsburgh Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
That's this week?
It's coming up this week. Dylan
You know,
Cruz.
they have faced each other.
Huh?
When Skeens was at Air Force, they played
You said that,
LSU.
Scooter. I remember you mentioned that.
And I looked around. I couldn't find out if Skeens is going to get a start. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah,
you think he would, right?
Yeah.
You think he would? It's going to be fun.
They need to. They need to.
That would be neat. Skeens versus Dylan Cruz.
You know, Cruz, you know what? He's already got 2 home runs. He's only been up about a week.
He's the LSU man. Quickly, back to your favorite topic is receivers and money, right? The Louisiana
now
receivers.
You can talk.
This is just an interesting thing
CeeDee
for me.
Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb got his. J.J. Jefferson up in Minnesota
Jefferson,
still leads them all.
player.
Lamb got his. He's a one. Jamar Chase from New Orleans.
Got his money. Louisiana boys.
What did Saban say? Go to Louisiana, shake a tree, wide
I just think
receivers
it's
fall
cool
out.
That Jefferson, Lamb from Opelousas, Chase from New Orleans. I mean,
but
I
you know
think
what?
it's cool.
For Chase, man, credit Joe. Joe went on in some interview. He said, "Without this kid, I can't beat me."
Joe Burrow. All right.
He said that.
Last minute. You're not going off the edge.
I won't.
Brian Kelly, come on.
No, Rick, but something's got to be done. Something's got to have
What
a
can be
sit-down,
done?
a sit-down conversation or something.
It's mind-boggling that he hasn't
man.
won a season opener.
Yeah, it is.
Rick, that's crazy.
It is.
It's crazy. He said it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out.
And
Big
he's
plays.
been very confident the last 2 years going in.
I know.
I've never seen a coach more
Paul
confident.
Feinbaum said
Well, I
he
don't
didn't
care
come. I do. He didn't come as advertised. Sorry. Rick,
He's
you
still one of the
put him
best
too high up.
coaches in
Rick,
football. I'm sorry, guys.
leaving Notre
I
Dame,
apologize.
what actually stood out with him being at Notre Dame but wins?
He won a lot
That's
of
it.
games.
That's it, Rick. He's winning games at LSU, Rick. But are you winning the game? That's what
He
you're
beat
not saying.
Alabama.
Rick,
He
come
won
on
the
now.
SEC West. We got to go. That's Guidry. We're going to get him on his meds for Thursday night show. We hope. The Wise Guys will be back later in the week right here on CBS Lake
Love
Charles.
it.